Also, you see that right here? Yes, you do, because it's on the camera. That is the Grand Luxe Cafe. I got to go in there to do a video for the main channel soon, but we haven't done it yet. The Grand Luxe Cafe, if you don't know, there's only like 15 of these left in the country. I feel like I say that every time I talk about this place, but there's only like a few of them in the whole country, and there happens to be one here. It's like the Cheesecake Factory's little cousin. It's like the Cheesecake Factory's little cousin. A lot of things on the menu are pretty similar, but there are some differences. I haven't been here probably in almost a decade. I have eaten here twice in the car. Looking at the menu, I'm still pretty familiar with it. The biggest difference between now and then, when I used to come here, and right now it is a Tuesday night for me, it used to be packed almost every single night. And right now there's like, I have a ton of room to see. So I want to see, is it just as good as it used to be? Is it because people, you know, prices and stuff like that? We'll find out. But let me get to looking at this menu and see what it's hitting on. All right, we got the bread. Now, because I'm a professional big back, I'm not gonna lie, I already grabbed a piece of it. But then I realized maybe I should show y'all the bread. A little pat of butter on here. This bread is very different than the Cheesecake Factory. Very different. It's not very similar and very different said at the same time, but it's all coming back to me. How many of this? I used to get full on bread before a food got here. It's embarrassing, but it's true. Their bread's very good though. It's warm, crusty on the outside, a little butter. Works for me. This is one of those things at the Grand Luxe that I got almost every single time that I came here. These are their Asian nachos. I don't even need the description for these, but I got them so much. So what they are these wonton wrappers that they cover with cheese and then like a Asian teriyaki sauce, sesame seeds, peanuts. They always ask if you have a peanut allergy before you get it. And then there's some rice in the middle, but the nacho part is like a wonton wrapper. I used to get these almost every time, and they were like easily my favorite thing here, except for the chicken that just fell right on the freaking table. Also, there's a sodium warning on these, so be careful. I need to get one more just for research purposes. And I also need to try the rice that nobody ever ate when we got the appetizer for everybody, but I ate every time myself. I'm gonna be honest with you, they're not as good as they used to be. They're still good. There's like a wasabi cream sauce on here as well that I really like, but the thing that's getting me, the nacho, like the wonton wrapper, isn't as like thick and crispy as the other ones used to be. They seem thinner. And they don't have the same like pop to them. Other than that, they're pretty similar. They're just not as good. These used to be like a 10. They're now like an 8.5. But the chicken is legit chicken. And it ain't dry. I'll still demolish these to hell. And I still recommend you try them. You get one right here. They're still good though. This was like the ultimate every single time we got this. I'm so glad I got it. This just unlocked core memories. Also got an order of their buffalo chicken egg rolls. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's buffalo chicken in an egg roll. They bread them and fry them with some side blue cheese and extra buffalo sauce. I used to get these all the time too. I like these recently better than the Cheesecake Factory's buffalo chicken crispers because these don't seem like the crispers seem to have some sort of like weird consistency issue, which I haven't run into with these yet. It's crazy because I'm so used to eating lukewarm food instead of really hot food. And sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. Blue cheese. This almost tastes like what the buffalo chicken crispers used to taste like at Cheesecake Factory. I still think they're really good. Would get again. 10,000%. I'm going to give it an 8.5 as well. Biggest thing, even though these do have a better consistency and I like the chicken better, I still feel like they changed something with the breading at both of these restaurants that it's not like the same, which I just, maybe it's because I'm older, but they're still really good. Let me get one more bite here. Both of these are more than acceptable though. My entree, a little different today, but I'm excited to try it. Okay, we've been doing drink reviews and I'm going to get another one. I feel like I waste my money on these because I only take like 3 sips, but I try them anyway. But I still do like the taste of them and trying them, so whatever the hell. This is their Texas tea, which is basically their version of a Long Island iced tea. It says with spurs in it. Most of the time, I believe that means with bourbon. I'm going to put an overlay, so I'm going to try to find the meaning of it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. That could be wrong, though. That is definitely what it means. This tastes like a Long Island with like 18,000 more things of alcohol in it. I am a person who drank Long Islands a lot. I drank everything a lot. I don't know why I say that, but in my college days, it was one of my weapons of choice. And this just seems like a top shelf version of it. So it's pretty good. Solid 7.5. Again, I say this every time. Drink responsibly. You won't see me drinking much of this. You'll probably see me just drinking my seltzer, but nonetheless, still having fun trying these. My entree, I got beef Wellington. If you don't know what that is, normally beef Wellington is a like filet wrapped in puffed pastry. Gordon Ramsay supposedly makes like one of the best beef Wellingtons known to pop culture, but not real life, but you know what I'm saying. But in this case, they made filet mignon medallions, but what it looks like they did was they used like these puffed pastry, almost look like little biscuits. And then there is a red wine reduction, and it's served alongside with Brussels sprouts, which I absolutely love, mashed potatoes, and some roasted carrots. I wanted beef Wellington. So when I saw this, I was gonna get a ribeye, and I was like, you know what? Why don't you do the beef Wellington? Do a little different. So I'm cutting this with a butter knife, which is a good thing. But let's see, a little reduction. Let's see what we got. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. This steak is so tender that I just cut it with a fork. Sometimes you just let it advertise for itself. And the red wine, nice deep flavor with that. To be perfectly honest, the puff pastry, I feel like it doesn't work the same as when you actually wrap the beef in it because it's harder than you would get. When you cook the beef Wellington, the puff pastry almost gets kind of soft, where this is flaky and crispy and hard. The taste is there, but it doesn't work the same because it's not wrapped and it's not cooking in that same way. But this filet is crazy tender, crazy flavorful. And they cooked it a nice medium rare. Let's try the mashed potatoes. About what you'd expect. I don't say that in a bad way. Very traditional. Some garlic. Seems like a little bit of dill in this actually, which I don't really like. But no, it's not. We're fine. There's no dill. And then I love Brussels sprouts. I don't know where my old ass started liking Brussels sprouts as much as I do. I never ate them as a kid. That wasn't by design. I know my mom still watches all my videos. You never had Brussels sprouts in the house, so we never ate them. It wasn't because I didn't like them. I never damn tried them. I lived in one of them houses that if she ain't like it, we wasn't eating it. So they're just jokes. Anyway, let me get a bite again. Yeah, this is good as hell. I'm gonna try these carrots though, but the beef Wellington is with the Brussels sprouts and mashed potato combo. This is good. I really wanted a steak, but I wanted to do something different. Carrots. That is like, think about what you would put like with like when you roast chicken. And just like the other stuff in here, the cook on that is perfect. They're still a little bit, but they're not mushy. So the texture is really good. I'm gonna tear this up. One. My only thing that I think they could have did better, the puff pastry part. If you just served me medallion cubes with the mash and everything else, I probably would give this a little bit higher of a score, but still to me, an 8 for this is really solid. Really solid. Admittedly, usually not a filet mignon guy. I feel like it's easier to screw up, but in this case, it is really good. But I would definitely get this again. And that's saying something at a place that I've had like half the menu. One thing that has got me really curious is, how's the ribeye? I've never had steak here, and now I want to try it. Considering this is pretty empty, I think I could do it. I definitely think the biggest reason why it's empty is because it's expensive. You know, like the thing is, the Cheesecake Factory is still packed the last time I went, and the prices are almost identical. But this mall, it's in the Garden State Plaza, which is like, there's just not that many people here anymore. People just ain't shopping, and I don't blame you because stuff is way too expensive. But as far as the food goes, I still think it's pretty good. It's not as good as I remember it a decade ago, but it's like right underneath that, where if you didn't go a decade ago, you probably wouldn't know and would think this is excellent. So I was gonna get dessert, but I've been sitting in a chair, a tattoo, laying down, getting for like the last 5 hours. Why do I think this place is empty comparatively? I think people just aren't going to malls as much, one. I also think now there's been a rise in people going to more of the fast casual as well as the casual sit-down chains like Chili's and Applebee's, because $17.95 for an appetizer is insane when you could go to Chili's or Applebee's and get a 2 for $25, where Is the food here better? Yes, but I don't think people have the facilities for that right now because things are just ridiculously expensive. So I don't think the food is that much worse. I just think people are opting to don't shop as much, and I think people would rather try to get things that are a little more cost effective than just go for something that is like up in quality. The quality here is definitely better than the Chili's, but is it $30 entree, $18 appetizer better than Chili's? Probably not. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Either way, I did enjoy this. I think I do want to spin the block and try the brunch here because I haven't done that. I've actually had brunch here once because it's only open for 2 hours and you have to get reservations. But we're going to see if we can do it. But either way, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we'll be back. Simple like the point. Tomorrow, more content. Many hand signs. They made it to YouTube.